I think Indonesia has lots to contribute. It is the fourth largest country in the world. It has the biggest nickel mine, the second largest tin, and maybe the eighth in copper. And plus, its biodiversity is humongous. We talk about forests, peatland, and mangroves. So we think Indonesia can actually help to stabilize, safe EV global supply chain. And we, as a group who has been around for 81 years old, would like to do it. We say with the resources below the ground and also utilizing the renewable energy potential above the ground with anything you can think of, solar, wind, and also geothermal, by protecting also with ESG practices the biodiversity around us. So I think Indonesia can actually contribute a great deal. And in terms of numbers, I think 100 gigatons of CO2 saving is possible for Indonesia. With the critical materials, we can go up to 500 gigawatt hour. In terms of renewable energy, maybe 2,000 gigawatt hour for the battery factories around the world.
How does Indonesia find its seat at the table in terms of being a major player in logistics, given all of the natural resources and all that it could bring to the world economy? How do you close that gap still to ensure that people do choose Indonesia and it's the right choice for them?
First of all, when you have the natural resources in Indonesia, it helps on the logistic cost, because you can build from the ESG mining to the for example, the processing all the way to sulfate or precursor. And probably in the future, you can also have the battery factories in Indonesia. And please not forget that we have a lot of bauxites that can be good for aluminum for the body of the EV. So I'm not surprised that the East and the West really look at Indonesia to become sort of like the hub for EV ecosystem. And I like to take it one step further. It can be actually the mecca of decarbonization. Because of all the numbers we just talked about. And our group, again, being an old group who have been around for quite some time, this is an opportunity for energy transition like we have never seen before. And I think this is quite exciting. We start with listing Vector, which is a heavy mobility commercial vehicle company, the first listed in EV in Indonesia. And we are, taken by surprise, but proudly, that the first batch of the buses have been ridden by 10 million people, and it has gone around for 2 million kilometers, reducing 5,000 tons of CO2, equal to 250,000 trees. And what's exciting is that, for example, in Jakarta alone, we have 10,000 buses, more than what we see here in London, and the whole country is 220,000. So for Indonesia itself is a big thing to electrify this public transportation.
We do appreciate your time. Thank you so much for stopping by to see us in the London studio. And India Novia Bakri, who's the CEO of Bakri and Brothers.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4,